And you are?
Me.
There you go.
Good job. Good
Very
job,
nice.
Nate. Yeah. We're here today with our Fabricista Fabric Mart makes.
Yes.
So this is always exciting for us.
It is.
We ended up both making dresses.
We did, and as always, love my Fabric Mart fabric.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we'll get into that. First, we'll have our inspirational saying, though. This week I chose a quote from Joseph Chilton Pierce. Do you know him?
No idea. But it's a nice name.
Yes.
I like that name.
Nice name, Joe. He likes to be called Joe, it says in his.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
I like Joseph.
But his quote is, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong.
I like that. That's nice.
It is nice.
And
fear
that
can
rings
hold you
true.
back from
That's
so
right.
much, and it can, stunt that creativity.
Yeah, because you need to take those chances when you're creative. You need to go take the chance of it being not right in order to end up with something that's really cool.
Yes.
Or something that you like. You need to take that. That's the creative process, is working it all out.
Yeah, I have this. I want to share with you. I don't know if you've ever seen or heard that they have an acronym for. No, I can't find it. They have an acronym for
Fear.
fear. It's called false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. So it's not true. It's just what you're thinking.
Yeah.
It's appearing like it's real to you, but it's not. That's
Yeah.
what fear can be.
You know, that's worth writing down and having it so you can read it. Every once in a while and remind yourself of that.
That's right.
Because when you get fearful of things, it paralyzes you, and actually it stops all that thought process, and it stops you from doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can be false evidence appearing real. So yeah, jot that down.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's good. I like that better than the same.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, actually,
Sorry,
they're both
Joe.
good. They're both good.
So I thought I would give a little insight on who he is.
Yeah, who is he?
Because I had never heard of him.
Me neither.
But he's an American author of a number of books on human development and child development, and is best known for his books that I have never read or heard of. The first one is The Crack in the Cosmic Egg.
Egg, like eating egg.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Another book was Magical Child, and another one, The Bond of Power, Meditation and Wholeness.
Wholeness, like the whole thing, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, to live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is so
And
true.
even, I was just thinking, even in this creative process of making our makes.
Yeah. Like I did a few things wrong that I had to take out and make correct.
And because you didn't have a fear of making the correction.
No, I thought I knew what I was doing.
Okay, so
Anyway.
shall we get on with our makes?
Well, like you were talking earlier about you were fearful of this fabric.
I was. But I didn't let it get so fearful that it blocked my creativity.
Yeah, because you were like, I don't know if I should make my leggings out of this or not.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, so I made these leggings. Okay, so they're high-waisted. Here's the yoke.
Yeah,
Here's
that's
the yoke. It's high.
that's
and this
cool.
is, I mean, it is high-waisted.
Yeah.
And it only has a seam down the inside of the leg,
On the insert.
and then the yoke, and of course but there's no seam on the sides.
Cool.
And this fabric is so nice. So I have to tell you the little story about this fabric. So this fabric I ordered from Fabric Mart. Let me get my description out on it. Hey.
Where's your description? Oh, here's mine. Oh, they're over here together.
She took my description. Sorry. That's okay. So my description, what I saw when I ordered it was black viscose, Lycra novelty knit,
Lux LA.
Lux LA, 66 white. And I ordered 1 yard of it. And it says on here, soft, semi-textured hand, translucent, viscose blend. I guess I should have paid attention. That was only 2% Lycra. 4-way stretch, 60% salvage to salvage. Falls moderately close to the body, light. Good to make a top, dress, skirt. Gentle wash, hang to dry.
Hang to dry.
Hang to dry is what I didn't do. Yeah. So I washed it in cold water on a delicate cycle, and then I tumble dried it low. And so I ended up with not 66 white at all. You really need to pay attention to
the washing instructions.
That's why they have them on that site.
Laundered?
Yeah, so it was like 44 inches.
Ah.
It
Shrunk way down in the dryer.
Yeah. So I tried to rewash it and hang it to dry, and I had lost it. So then I'm thinking, okay, it's not going to work. But there's a way. I managed to make my leggings out of it, and I love these leggings. I used McCall's 7874, and if you can see on the drawing there, it does show that it has that yoke up there. Very, very, very easy to make. Oh, I will make these again. I love these leggings. And I actually love the fabric that I made them out of. Like, if I had known what it was, I probably wouldn't have ordered it. Mm-hmm. But not knowing and ordered it, I used it, and I love it. Does that make sense?
It worked out.
It worked out, yeah. So I made those leggings because it's fall, and I like wearing leggings come winter and fall. And then I made a dress also. And I used a McCall's 7353, and I made view C, which is the one with the solid color there. It's really cute dress. Really, really cute. I used Fabric Mart's fabric. The description said black, eggshell, cotton candy, pink, multi-polyester, Lycra floral print, double brushed knit.
And it's soft.
And it's soft.
Because it's double brushed.
Yeah, it is really, really nice. Light, flowy, soft hand, translucent. Floral print and 4-way stretch. Falls moderately close to the body. Can make a top, dress, or skirt, which I did make a dress. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I like it.
And I like the dress too, yeah. It has a elastic up here.
Mm-hmm.
And it has cute pockets.
Yep. And I love the neck.
And the neck, yeah, the cowl neck is kind of nice. It's interesting because some people have reviewed this pattern and said that they had to lengthen the neck. And I don't know if they meant they lengthened this part of it or this part, but this part I couldn't open that, lengthen that because it'd be too low for me.
Yeah, it's perfect for
and
you.
And I'm fine with this here, like this.
Yeah.
The neck. Yeah.
Yeah, the cowl neck on it.
The cowl neck on it. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Yeah. I used the iron-on interfacing for knits around the neck edge and around the shoulders. It was a 3/8 inch that I did on a bias.
Okay.
On the bias, made a strip. And that also came from Fabric Mart. So they sell those kind of notions too. Yeah. Something else about this pattern that I think is interesting is it's a Nancy Zeman pattern. Oh. And I don't think I'd ever used anything by Nancy Zeman before. I know who she is.
I know who she is, and I have some of her books, but I've not ever used a pattern either.
Yeah.
Of hers.
She has little notes in the patterns. It's a note from Nancy. No, and there's one here that I think is worth mentioning because I found it very, very interesting. So, Dee, when you have one piece of electricity, elastic.
Electricity?
And you join them together and you get shocked. No, so you have a piece of elastic that you're putting into something.
Yes.
And you have it come around to the other end. How do you join the two pieces?
Oh, I overlap them.
You overlap them. Mm-hmm. So that's how I used to do it until I read Nancy Zeman's notes. She said the traditional way of joining elastic is to overlap the elastic ends and stitch together. This results in an elastic bump.
It does. You get a little bump.
Yeah. Stitching the elastic ends to a piece of fabric eliminates the bulky and often uncomfortable bump.
Oh, you'll have to show them that.
Yeah. Would you like to see the picture? Yeah, it's really awesome here.
What do we have here? There you go.
So, see here? She sews this this is the elastic. She sews on a little piece of woven. And then she brings it around, threads it through, and comes back over here and sews it on the woven. And then she trims the woven. It works so good.
Nice.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
And depending on that woven will actually keep it from going through You know how if you pull on it,
Oh,
if you don't,
pull
I
it
usually
real
pin
hard.
it. I usually safety pin it so
Yeah.
it doesn't do that. But you know, you might put a hole in something. So this fabric, I want to say one more thing about this fabric before we go on.
Hey.
Yeah, hey, is I love how you can dress this fabric up. Like you can wear it just like this so you can see the cowl neck, or you can add some colorful beads, you know, to make it look a little more fall-y. So this is
More like autumn.
more like autumn. Yeah, you can add that. And I made a scrunchie.
You did. You made a little scrunchie.
Made a little scrunchie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
I haven't done it yet, but I want to.
Yeah.
Is I want to make some they call them knickers.
Not in the United States.
In England,
In England.
they say knickers. We call them underwear.
Yes, undies.
Undies.
And you know what? That's what I plan on doing with my scraps with this. And I actually have started a little tote bag where I put my my scraps that would be perfect for that, so I
Yeah.
don't have to go looking for them.
Right.
I'll have them in one spot.
Yeah, I just watched a video that somebody did on it, and it seemed like it's an easy process.
Once you do it, a time or two,
Then
I've
it
made a
becomes
couple.
easy.
Then
Oh,
it
you've
becomes
made
easy.
some. Okay.
Yeah, I've made a couple.
Made any yet? She's
Yeah.
ahead of me.
The first process was a learning experience, as it is for anything. It's that creativity thing with the fear.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, that holds me back sometimes. I was
Oh.
supposed to make some. Hey,
Don't do that.
so I was supposed to just dealing with this fear keeps you from your creativity
Yeah.
juices. So someone had asked me to make them a sign, a flag, a little small flag for their little garden flag. You know, and they told me what they wanted on it, and we picked out the drawing and embroidered on there. That was back in May.
Oh, that was in spring. We're headed towards the winter now. We're in fall.
And it was my fear, my false
Oh.
evidence appearing real that kept me from doing it because I thought, oh, what if I make a mistake? Okay, so you do it on
A scrap anyway.
what? We use a placemat.
Oh, okay.
So you get them at the Dollar Tree, a plain placemat.
Yeah, so what's the deal?
It's $1. And you know, and if you make a mistake, you just get another one, duh. But you know, in my brain, it kept me from doing something that was creative. Now that I did it in one afternoon, and it's beautiful, and I love it.
I've done that before with something that I wanted to do. Some things never have gotten done because I've had that fear, and it blocks you.
Yeah.
It just totally stops you. And other times when you're adamant about doing something that you have no clue about, but you want it so bad that you go ahead and do it, you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
And it's that holding you back. It's that, what is that acronym? The fear?
False evidence
False evidence, which you create in your
appearing
mind,
real.
stopping you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To you, it seems like it's real. But
Yeah.
it's really nothing.
So, anyway.
Would you like to see me on it?
I do.
I do.
I would
Not
like
on
to
it,
see.
in it.
Yeah, Nathan wants to see you,
You
in
want to
it.
see me in it?
Yeah.
All right, let's watch it. Okay. So there you have it.
Very nice.
Thank you for letting me use your rooster.
Yes, you're welcome.
He just looks
He's
so
harmless.
He looks so autumny.
He is. He's autumny. What do you think, Nate? Was it nice for Dory? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear about yours.
Okay, well, I made a dress also. And for the first time, I made a wrap dress. It's out of Butterick 6703.
See, now I have a fear of making wrap dresses.
Well, and just sitting here with a wrap dress on, I do want to, they suggest you can put some snaps in it or you can lightly
See?
tack it because it does, it's slippery and it's like
And if the wind blows?
Yeah, although I will say it does cover from side to side.
Oh, that's
I mean,
good. That's good.
it's not like stops in the middle. The skirt on the left side goes clear over to the right side and the same thing.
Yeah.
So it does have enough coverage so when you walk, it's not an issue.
Okay.
So anyway, fabric. This is the fabric that I made it out of from Fabric Mart. It's a burgundy, navy, off-white, multi, polyester, Lycra, floral, paisley print, DTY knit, 60-inch wide. Okay. So that was a lot there to say, but
Yes, but you got it out.
I did.
Good job.
I read it clearly. All right, you'll have to forgive me. I need to get my glasses. I got an appointment. That'll be coming up. Okay, it has a soft hand. It's a fine gauge. It's slippery. It's
Yeah,
it's
you
silky.
can really tell the difference between the two fabrics because mine's brushed and hers is not.
Yeah.
Hers is a DIY, you said?
Yep.
Yeah.
DTY.
Oh,
Your
DIY
name-
is what you do it yourself.
Yeah. No.
DTY, okay.
DTY. Yep. And so it says it is a 4-way stretch, 80% salvage to
80%.
salvage,
Wow.
and 50% along salvage. Light, falls moderately close to the body. Good for top, skirt, and dress. Gentle wash, tumble dry, which it does marvelously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did wonderfully. Sewing it up, this is the type of fabric that when you are starting on the edge, you want to have some tissue paper underneath
Oh,
it.
okay.
Because it will nest and be pulled down into those feed dogs, which twice I had to tear it apart.
Oh.
After the second time,
Yeah.
I have learned the minute I hear that sound to stop my machine, and then I can pull, and take my plate
Needle
off,
plate.
and then pull it out, and I don't get any holes or anything.
That's
but,
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But you need to use your tissue paper if you're starting at the very end with this type of fabric. So, changes that I made with the pattern. They did not call for any interfacing in the belt. And because this has such a light drape, I wanted an interfacing in this because I wanted this to be a little more substantial than just the fabric on its own.
I can see that.
And so
Because
I
now it's
added
nice.
that.
Yeah, it would be too thin otherwise.
Right, and I used a light interfacing for knits. That's
Okay.
what I used in there. And then there's the facing here is just a bias tape
Okay.
there on the top part. The facing on the skirts, though, this is a little bit different for this pattern. It's just turning it over, turning it under, and stitching it. There really wasn't a facing here.
Right.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, it was interesting. So that's all I did was turn it under and
Well,
sewed
that's
it.
the nice thing about this kind of knit is that there's no raveling. You don't have to worry about it.
That's true. Yeah.
And you don't want the bulk of doubling
No.
for the
No,
hip.
and I only turn it under once.
Right.
Yeah. So, and when I pressed this, it did well with the steam and the clapper on top of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that
that clap is
clapper.
wonderful. I added it called for, on this side, it called for at the end for you to make a 6-inch, they called it a belt, a 6-inch belt to attach to the side seam.
Okay.
To
like
put a
tab.
buttonhole in, and then you put a button somewhere where it fits the best, so you could hold that in place. I just put a snap in there, and then I put a snap up here to hold the V-neck in place as to where I wanted it to be. Because for me, this is fine, but I wouldn't want it without it because then it would be open too far.
Yeah, right.
So it was an easy pattern as long as you follow direction.
Now this is one of your new patterns.
Oh yeah, I just got this one. This one I just got one of the most recent fabric
Yeah.
hauls. You may recall
haul.
seeing it. What did I say? Fabric haul?
Yeah.
Our pattern haul. Patterns, fabrics. It all goes together. So
Love them both.
yeah. So if you follow the instructions, you'll do fine. It's put together a little differently than a regular dress, and thinking I'm not paying too much attention to the instructions, I
No
went
fear.
ahead. Yeah, no fear. I sewed it up in certain places, and I went, oh, it's a wrap dress. You don't do that. So I had to take it out
That's
and
funny.
do it different. The only issue I had is with the pleats in the front. There's some pleats right here. There's 4 pleats.
Wow, it's really hard to see those pleats.
Yeah, but you need to have them in there, and it gives you that
that right.
fold there.
Gives it the nice drape.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at this.
These were the pleats, and see the circles? The circles are supposed to tell you what sizing gets folded over.
Okay.
So, and where the stitching line is, you have your stitching line. I had a terrible time figuring that out. I just could not see which sizing went to which circle.
Yeah.
And it's not very clear. See, there's nothing here that tells you.
Right.
On this side, on one side, it gives you the sizes.
But only on one side, and there's 4 sides here.
Right, and it's okay that they didn't carry it on down to the bottom. They have it here on the top down to the bottom, and I think what they're thinking is, well, you're just going to follow the same over here. But when I was in the process of sewing, of making this, I'm like, okay, so over here is the size 16, for example, circle. So which one is the 16 on this side? Is it this one here or is it this one here? I was very confused with that. You know, because it goes, you sew them and then this, you sew it together like this.
Yeah.
You know, you fold it, your fabric. So anyway, I had my pattern piece, which I learned to do now. I don't tuck them away. I keep my pattern pieces out because I refer to them frequently until I'm done with the sewing. So that was the difficulty I had. Other than that, it went together quite easily. So I like it.
Do they call it the easy pattern or not on the back?
Let me see.
It says easy.
Easy. It says easy.
Wow.
And it was pretty much. But
yeah, it's interesting. I don't think of pleats as being easy myself.
Well, and they do tell you, they're very specific of which way to lay your pleat after you've sewed it. You know, does it go to the right, towards the center, or towards the back?
So the instructions are good.
They seem to be pretty good.
Yeah.
The users seem to have little issues with
Butterick
not
was
paying
fine,
attention.
yeah. Maybe not.
Yeah. So anyway, would you like to see it on me?
I would love to see it on
I
me.
mean, she's going to let me get away without modeling it. So here you go.
That would never happen.
No, okay. There you go.
That's fine. I love the little twirl.
Yeah.
I do, because it really shows the flowiness of the fabric.
Oh, I do need to say something about that. The skirt.
Mm-hmm.
I could not get the back of the skirt to fit on the 60-inch wide pattern. I had ordered like a quarter of a yard less than what this pattern called for.
Oh my goodness. And you still got it out of it?
I still got it out of it. So what I did is I have a very old book from the 60s that says how to make your own patterns, how to draft your patterns. And so I was looking at that. I said, how am I going to get the skirt on here to fit? So what I did was I kept the waistline the correct size, and then at the bottom of the skirt, I folded it over like 1.5 inches. So that took up quite a bit and made that narrow. Folded it and narrowed it up to the waistline so I didn't have to do any alterations anywhere, and it fit on perfectly. Cut it out, and it was good.
Yeah, it looks great.
So,
keep on twirling.
So there's the, like, fear of failure.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh, I have to cut it out. How that's going to make it
but
not
you
look right.
You didn't have too much fear because it would have kept you from doing it.
Right. And so I did some research to see how to do that.
Yeah. Usually that's what helps, you know, just do some research, get some knowledge more of what you're doing, and it'll take that false evidence away.
Yeah, I don't think it affected the fullness of the skirt at all. You can't even tell.
No, not at all. I'm going to reach over here for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, she's out of the picture. Oh, our saying, our inspirational saying.
Yes, I just want
Let me take your drink. You're kind of...
I kind of want it. It's mine.
Okay, fine. Must be something in that drink that she doesn't want me to know about.
I just remember our childhood days.
Oh, I'm not about, I didn't know about germs then. I didn't have it.
To live a creative life, we must lose our fear of being wrong.
Yes, we do. We need to lose that fear so we can move ahead and be creative, and it makes you feel good when you can figure stuff out.
So don't fear starting sewing. If you haven't started sewing, get to it. Do it. Watch some YouTubes.
Yeah. Keep it simple though at first.
Hey.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Thank you very much. Hit subscribe, like, comment, right?
Right. Yes. We love to read your comments.
We love hearing from you guys.
And we love spending time with you. And I hope you enjoyed your time with us. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Nate?
Bye.